It takes about 30 seconds from the time I click live for it to come on. Okay, yes, we are live, and I just want to check the sound. Checking the sound on my phone.
I just want to check the sound.
Okay, good. All right, I got sound on YouTube. Last week there was no sound on YouTube. It was totally silent, and I had to delete that post and upload another one. Anyway, we are live for the energy transmission. Today is the 25th of May. It's a Sunday, 8 p.m., and we're coming to you live from Perth in Western Australia. Hi, Joanna. Good evening. So, for those, the regular people don't need much of an introduction. So, what I'm going to say is more for the newbies. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Kes. So, what's happening is I've got my YouTube camera here, and I got my Facebook camera here, and I've got two screens. Actually, I'm not looking at four screens. I'm actually multitasking, and I'm looking at the comments over here on Facebook. And I'm sure some comments will also come up on YouTube. Anyway, all right. So for those people new, this is what I call an energy transmission, and it's really all about energy frequencies. Hi, Dina. Everything we are is energy, and that's represented in what I believe to be frequencies of different vibrational levels. So my role, my gift, is my ability to bring through high vibrational frequencies. That's my gift. I'm not here to heal you or fix you. I can't play God. The healing and the fixing shifts happen through you interacting with these frequencies that I bring through. So I'm like a frequency modulator, a frequency transmitter. As weird as and as odd as it may sound for people who are not used to this, it works. It works. All right. I cannot logically explain how all of this works, but it works. There is some force bigger than all of us that is at play here. Call it God, call it the universe, call it divine. I don't know, depending on your belief system, but it's there. All right. I felt it. The clients have felt it. The regulars have felt it. And so it is these energy frequencies that will be interacting with you today. So I bring in a whole spectrum of energy frequencies. The frequency that at which you are tuned to is what you will connect to. And in the process, your frequency mechanism, your body gets upgraded to tap into new vibrations. And it's through the interaction of these vibrations that people get a shift. They feel emotions are cleared. Suddenly they don't feel sad, or the grief is gone, or the pain is gone, or they get a spiritual activation, or their intuition gets switched on. Um, Sometimes people spontaneously get their light language switched on during this transmission. So I can't really say what will happen to you. So the way to go about it is, one, simply to set the intention to receive, set the intention for what you'd like to get, but very importantly is to let go of the attachment to the outcome. Hi, Kim. In a nutshell, you will get what you need to get, not necessarily what you like to get. So that's very important, because if you focus on, oh, I wanted this and I didn't get this, the mind gets in the way, and that will then dissipate the experience you're going to experience. So your sensory experience is not necessarily going to be a reflection of what you receive or did not receive. You will get what you need to get. All right. So what I'll ask you to do is go into your own quiet space. You can watch the video, you can listen to it, or really you can even turn it off and just go imagine my energy, the presence around you. Energy works at focus and intention, and that's probably one of the single most important things here. Uh, Belief system does have does play a part as well. Of course, there is a placebo effect, but if you don't believe that this works, then you still may get something, but then your sensory experience may not kick in. Joanna says, I would like to get some assistance with healing my respiratory system. Hi, Kira. Hi, Angela. Joanna, if I don't get back to you during this transmission, could you please repeat the comment because the comments go up? I will come back to you. And if anyone else has got anything specific that would like help with pain, healing, grief, whatever, please put them into the comments. I can't promise anything. Like I said, I'm not here to heal you or fix you, but the energies will work with you. So, and sometimes we can specifically tune into you. So, uh, don't be afraid to put your comments there. All right. So, what you will hear during this transmission is me speaking in some weird gibberish yabba dabba language, and I call it speaking in tongues. Hi, Veronica. I call it, the Christians call it speaking in tongues. I call it light language or soul language. It is simply an energy frequency that connects to you at a different level. All right. There'll be some weird and wonderful sounds that will come out from my mouth. I will cough, almost a guarantee. I do have a slight cough at the moment. But I will cough, I will yawn, I will burp, I will sigh. Hi, Mima. And that's simply a reflection of me clearing energy from you guys. All right. Uh, and if emotions present during this transmission, connect with it, allow it to flow. Now, one qualification, for small percentage of people, things can get a bit worse before they get better. So, which means if you're having pain or grief, it could compound the issue. That's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a clearing. But if you're not ready for anything like that, please do not watch this video now, okay? Watch it at some other time. Watch the replay, which will be just as good. Hi, Pam. All right, we'll get into it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just do something different. Sometimes we do this. I'm going to get you, it's more of a grounding exercise to connect in and switch on the energy centers. Now we're going to work with 16 energy centers. I know it sounds a lot, but so essentially, I'll just do a bit brief and I'll walk you through this. One will be, imagine an energy center about 3 inches above your crown. All right, that's one. Second is your crown. Third is your third eye, your throat, your chest, your solar plexus, your navel, your sacral, your base. For some people, the base is where the perineum is, your pelvic floor. For some people, they feel it in the tailbone. Now, the next one, which a lot of you may not be used to, is imagine an energy center below you, like somewhere like between your legs. All right, just use your imagination. Then, you know how we had the sacral? Imagine the back of the sacral energy center on your back, along your spine, your navel, at the back of your navel, at the back of your solar plexus, at the back of your heart, at the back of your throat, at the back of your third eye, so at the back of your skull. All right. If you add all that in, it'll be 16 energy centers. All right. Gina said, had a keyhole surgery to repair my torn meniscus in my right knee. Okay, I'll come back to you. So I've got Dina and Vishna, Intuition, and Joanna. All right, okay. Julie, pain and grief. All right. If I may not mention your name, please put the comments into the comments again. All right, so I can watch it. All right. Here we go. I don't plan the sessions. I just get told what to do. I sit here, and this can go anywhere from 15 minutes to 30 minutes plus. All right, so stay with me. All right, set the intention to receive. Go into your own quiet space. Take a gentle breath in and a gentle breath out. Very importantly, give yourself permission to be here. Just allow yourself to be whatever that word means for you, allowing yourself to be. Now, imagination is a wonderful thing. Imagine, if you would, there is an energy center about 3 to 4 inches above your head. Whatever that looks like to you. If you cannot visualize, that's fine. Just think, oh, there is an energy center 3 to 4 inches above my head. Just go with the flow. All right. And if you can even breathe into it, it sounds weird, I know. Do that. All right. Just focus on that. And now bring your attention to your crown. You can touch it, think of it, breathe into it. No right or wrong. The aim is to connect to that energy center. And it's okay if you do not feel it. Just think. All right. I'm thinking of my crown. And now bring attention to your third eye. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, David. Bring your breath to your third eye if you can do that. And bring attention now to your throat energy center. Don't try too hard, all right? Sometimes you try too hard, the mind gets in the way. Just go with the flow, all right? And now, bring attention to your heart energy center. I'm just going to breathe into mine. And now, the solar plexus, that's in between your heart and your navel. Tia iana suike natu. Shia here to umaki. Although we haven't officially started, the energy is already flowing. If some of you are feeling the energy, that's fine. It is flowing. Now bring attention to your navel energy center. Shi ike iana su ukusheta I te iana I su ukueta. And now bringing attention to your sacral. Yeah, that's between your navel and your genitals. Ta iana iku sui mata iate sa iata I. And bringing attention now to your base. For some people, it is the perineum, the pelvic floor. For some people, it is the base of the spine. There's no right or wrong. Go with what you feel. Now, this is the one many of you may not be used to, but just go with the flow. Imagine an energy center below you, somewhere like below your feet. Let your imagination go wild. And imagine if you can breathe into it. And now we're coming up the back of the spine. We're going to the back of the sacral energy center. So right opposite your sacral energy center at the back along your spine. So in the pranic healing methodology, they focus on the front and the back energy centers. Now, think of the back of your navel center along your spine. What we're doing is just kind of switching on and activating the energy centers, right? Don't try too hard. Just bring attention to the energy centers. And now the back of your sacral energy center along your spine. ki ia na uku shi I te ia no kuke te I. And now the back of your heart center, along the back of your spine. Ne ia ia ne ishi I kia tu kusutake I. Now the back of your throat energy center. That's at the back of your neck. Kia 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 no kuchi te I ne ia ki te isu uyaki. Now the back of your head, directly at the back of your third eye, the back of your skull. Shia yana su kuyaki. And now we'll return to your crown. And now I'll ask you to go into whatever state you feel comfortable with, your own quiet meditative state, and let the fun begin. I ne I ki tu ui ne I shi te kia no uchi ki te I ne I tu usu I shema I sa I ki I ne I sha I kata uku shi I ne I ki te kia tu I shi te I su uku te ma I te I che I aku su uke mata I ata te ishi mukui shema I ke ne I aku kutu su. Just acknowledging Mehna on YouTube. Kia ne ia te I chukusu I. Mata te I ne I ki che ia no ukusu. Tui mata te I te ki isha u. Suia yama ia tu su ui ki. All right, somebody said pain and grief, and somebody said something with the respiratory thing. So we're going to work on the heart center and also along the lungs, this whole area. So let me see who said respiratory. Joanna, and somebody said pain and grief. Julie. All right. If I miss anyone, please repeat your comments at the bottom. So Judy, I'd just like to bring your attention to your heart center. And sometimes when we work on this center, you may feel an expansion. Some people will feel the pain and grief worsening or getting worse. Some people might feel emotional. Go with the flow. Allow it to present, please. And who's the other one? Joanna? Imagine the energy as we're working on the heart. Imagine the energy going into your lungs and what's this? Your bronchial tube. I can't pronounce it correctly. Yashi ne ukui me I ne ki ano no uku sa na ichi I ti I ka I o su ma I te kiata su. Remember what I said earlier, we're just bringing through vibrational frequencies that are going to help with those areas of your body, with your emotions. Shi ia na usu iki, ne ia ti na usu kushite te ia, na ia neki ite ishi iku, sui sha ia. Guess I got yours. Shi iki na I. Huma sai. In case, as I've said in the message, just imagine the energy going to those parts of your body. Kai na I kusu ui na I ui ma I ke te ia na kushite I che te I su ui ke I ta ia su te ki te I. Dina, while we're doing all this, I'd like you, okay, all right. If you're following me, Dina, I'd like you to blow into your right hand. It's almost like using imagination, like you're collecting the energy in your right hand, and then just put it on your right knee. And then what are we doing? All right, I want you to imagine you're bringing the energy from your crown and breathing into your right knee. That's what you need to do, Dina. Let me know how that works for you. Yeah, the rest of you are still focusing on the heart. Julie, pain and grief, and Joanna, respiratory. Kai ne I kia tu ushe te I. Kia ye ki ne I su ukui me te I. Ku kusu, still working on the heart center. Ia ne I shi ia ne ia ku kuta na I te ki. Shikia na kuku tu si me I. Coughing is just me clearing. Ai na ki hana ukushi te I. Chi te no kusha na ia sa I. Ne ia kuku no usu I ke ma ia na I. Sui ma sa I ke ne ia. So the burping is me clearing energy from the collective. Meghna says, I would like to tap into my high frequency. That's another whole process there. If you, one thing I'd say, Meghna, is just simply play within the energy here. Just allow the energy to connect. Imagine the energy going around you. That's one way in which you'll be tapping into this high frequency. There's a lot more I can say on that, but this is probably not the right place for me to expand on that. The best way for you is just stand. That's for everyone. Just sit within, play with the energy that's coming in without allowing the mind to get in too much. Because what all of these energy frequencies are doing is raising your energy vibration. I'm creating this energetical space for you to connect with the energy and for the energy to connect with you. So in that sense, Maynard, this is you actually getting what you need to get. Yeah. Kimmy says struggling with anxiety since my session in Falcon. Okay. All right. So if it's okay for you to do so, Kimmy, just bring your attention to the anxiety and almost like, if the concept of God, if you're resonant with the concept of God or divine, and it's almost like bring it up and say, look, this is not mine. I give it up to you, and just imagine the energy just swirling around that anxiety. All right. And feel free to message me after this session and I'll see what I can help you with more, Kimmy. Kiana ushe ne ikia titu usukui tema I ki ne yashutu usukui. We're still working on the heart center. And yaki suuye mata I. And now what we're doing, not yet, okay, right. Still working with the heart center. Sui me yasa. Okay, all right, okay. So I'd like you to bring your attention to the back of your neck here, right here. And that's an energy center I call the EKBAH, EKBAH. And that's another point in which they bring through energy into the body. All right. The back of the neck, just bring your attention, your breath, your focus into that energy center, and let's see what happens. Ya ki ene ishi kia no kuchuta ki ine I Kunama shikit kia no kushu to kuimete I kuma uno kututu ushike I chete I kia no ukuisa. Ma I keke ine ishutu no ukuime iana kike no su kututu imata ikisha te I kia na usukuima I. Focusing on the back of the neck, imagine the energy coming in from the back of the neck. Kia na ki to kusu, not from into the back of the neck. Kia takate iche I. To uyema ia na kusu uiki. And imagine all that energy now going down into your sacral energy center. So we're going to bring our attention and focus to a sacral. You can put your hands on your sacral energy center. You can just think of it or breathe into it. Let's see what happens. Focusing on the sacral. Just remembering Vishnu, I've not forgotten about you. We'll come back to something you said about intuition. I'll come back to you. Focusing on the sacral. Shi ayene ia sutukune iane sa I kakatna iane I ke I ku ushai. Si shi imata ina ku su ui. Te ine ia sane ia ki I. Ukui tema ia sa I. Bringing attention, focus, or breath to your energy, to your sacral energy center. Yana sa ine ia ki. All right, now they're gonna work on the throat energy center. Joanna, you said something about respiratory. This may be of relevance to you. Julie, you spoke about pain and grief. Something tells me that this is going to be very relevant for you because something to do with your throat. What I'm picking up is something to do with your throat, and that pain or grief, whatever you're going through has got something to do with your voice. You not saying or speaking or acknowledging yourself, what needs to be said, even your boundaries, not setting your boundaries right, and that's like in a way speaking out and say no. Let me know if that makes sense for you. So we're focusing on the throat energy center. Yakuno ushi iema na ikete kitu u ukuto no ishi kia na ima kuku I na ita I kakai ne ia tema su ukushene I kia no u ushi ya ki ne sakuna tatama I kia. Bringing attention, focus, or breath to your throat energy center. Kiana ias we came. Kia no umno gushine I kino I kamano utu no shine ya I kui mo ugmata ina I uno I kotoma na ikite I guchugudo ta I nego numuto iana I kite ishu une I Ya nugudo ugu teine ichidugu uikia. Ma ine iakuno itata ichete imosu. Kuku ime ie te na ugu usu isha ma ia. Ena ya aina kuna ite i. Siena ia no uko ta ia te iche. All right. Now, we're going to work on the third eye for whatever it does for you. Who was it? Vishnu? Was it Vishnu who said something about intuition? So this is got to do with intuition. I cert- can't say with certainty that it's going to open your intuition, but this is starting point, right? Like I said, you will get what you need to get. Uh, Sometimes there are a lot more things we need to do consciously to, activate our intuition. All right, let's focus on the third eye. Again, you can touch your third eye, think about it, breathe into it. Kai ne ikite no ukututa te ikema ukusuta I. Ne ia ne iche te kuno no sa ia ne ikite na ikito usutu che ma u. Kute na ia na su uiketa ia sa u. Ne ia sa uno ute ma ite kia su. Focusing on the third eye. She ia na ia te ike te ia su. Ushe ma I kia no kusu u ka ia na si. Ina ia sa ite che ia no kusu ima I o su ukutu uima I. Sa I sha ia kuno su ima I. Shia yana kusing I. Still focusing on the third eye. Kai na isha I. Suyama I. All right, we think we're coming to the last bit. So I'm just getting this visual of the crown, and almost like from the crown, just white energy just flowing down all over you like a shower into your body, over your body. It involves a bit of imagination if you want to indulge, but it is flowing. Your sensory engagement will be dependent on the extent of your imagination and your interaction with this. Again, there's no right or wrong. Do not try too hard. If you're trying and it's not getting it, don't worry. Just know that it's happening. Kes, also focus on this as to what we spoke about. So energy from coming through the crown and just flowing down the body. Kia ne ia te keshitu tu mai si ia I ne iki te isu. And for those of you who said like pain and respiratory and like physical pain, imagine that energy, and with your breath, you're directing that energy to whichever part of your body that needs it. Shi ia ki ne I kusu ne I te isu. Kina isha ukutama it kichiche imo su ki ata. And I'm also, I mean, this is nothing to do with any religious connection. I'm also sensing very strongly the energy of Yeshua or Jesus. He presents itself himself to me as Yeshua always. Now, like I said, there's no really direct religious connection. For those of you who that might be a little bugbear for you, it is the energy, the Christ consciousness that is coming, that I'm sensing now. Yashi ina ku no sui chete ine iaki kia ne ichu kuchata tata ia shi iki suuna ia sa ime ki te ia ne shaki te su. Now just sit with that. We're starting to taper down now, but that energy is still flowing, still connecting with a lot of you. Sustain that space for as long as you feel connected to. Stay in your meditative space. So I'm just going to jabber around. So it's whatever that's coming through me is starting to taper down. Excuse the burping. It's just me clearing from the collective. All right, so recap of what we did. Now, if I can remember, we started working on the heart center. We did work on the lungs. We spent a lot of time there. We did do a connection with 16 energy centers, kind of like switching on and activating them. Then we went into the heart center, and we went to the back of the neck where we were bringing energy through what I call the ekpa. And then we moved on to the sacral energy center, and we focus on the throat, uh, the third eye, and finally the energy on the crown coming down. Now, this is by no means anything set by design, or it's just I'm doing what I'm being shown to. All right. Um, I will highly recommend everyone to listen to the recording, the replay. Now, Facebook is starting to delete the live videos after a few days. It's no longer keeping it. So this is live on YouTube. So the YouTube one will be there, and I'll have to eventually later repost this as a normal video. So this will stay on uh, on Facebook. It won't be deleted. Uh, I would just watch what happens with you over the next few days. For some people, this can take a while for it to manifest within you. I love feedback while I'm transmitting. I don't always necessarily know how the energies have connected with each of you. So I love your feedback. Um, feel free to send me a message. Kim, you're welcome. Dina, you're welcome. If you like what you received and you want a more impersonal session, I do one-on-ones online via Zoom or in person. I work from the uh, Midland Wellness Center called the Blue Dragonfly, or if you're in Perth, I can also do house calls. I also work with people cognitively with your deep subconscious mind using clinical hypnotherapy and energy healing, of course, NLP and mindset change. And that's with, you know, helping the mind shift with, behavioral issues, anxiety, stress, grief. So if you think that can help you, send me a message and we'll have a quick chat. There are group sessions happening in Perth, and that's where similar like this, but it's more in person. So the next one is on the 8th of June in Falcon in Mandurah at 11 a.m. That's a Sunday, and the one after that is the 14th of June. 14th. Let me just check. I forget my dates. Um, Yeah, the 14th of June in Midwell. That's at the Blue Dragonfly Wellness Center, and I'll put the information in the links. So the next energy transmission will be in 2 weeks' time. That's on the 8th of June, Sunday at 8 p.m. Feel free to connect through. Okay, Manna says, thank you. Welcome, Vishna. I hope this helps you. You're welcome. Pam, you're welcome. Carrie, you're welcome. Joanna, thank you for joining us. You're welcome. So, Donna, hi, Donna. Glad you could join us online. So, I do not know what you got, but I love feedback. Let me know what your experience was today. Although we go off we go off the live, the comment section will still be there. Please put them into the comment section, or feel free to send me a message personally. So we've gone a bit long today. It's almost 40 minutes. Wow, this is one of the longer ones we've done so far. All right. Thank you guys for connecting to this transmission. Thank you for trusting me with your energies. Thank you for bringing your energies to this transmission. So we are going to log off now, and I'll probably log off YouTube first if I can find my mouse in the stream. Okay, bye bye, YouTube people.